Too much heaviness, crushing the morale of this insane land. Say man, Atlas can't shrug the world that we're in, ain't ran. Too much overzealousness and hasten for change, but if there's too much hesitance, then we've wasted the day. Too much rigidity, the limbs twinge and pop. Though if there's too much flexibility, you're twisted in knots. Too much stubbornness, too much reticence, too much piggishness, too much pig-headedness, too many relics clinging to a defunct past. Too much renaissance deletes our forebears' fecund stamps. Too much eloquence and the message is lost in the sauce. Too much dumbing down and all sentiment is tossed to the dogs. I try to voice anointed cloisters of parlance and coinage that get chakras to throb, but it's the foisted, boisterous noises void of thought that are noshed in the jaws of the mob. I guess pearls are for oysters and slop is for hogs. Too much of a good thing is balanced on the edge of a knife. Too much of life is dying and what's death within life. My mind is my roaring engine to write, but when too much brain is imbued and the heart is eschewed, it makes my penmanship trite. Only splendiferous sentences get the senses to light. There has been too much terror as of late. In this era, it seems a mandate for magistrates. And where fear is clasped with hate, a chimera aggregates. We watch motionless as slow motion shifts, tip and rip our holy ship, drag the whole hull and rig in that middle passage, that lonely trip, where so many souls were dipped into an unforgiving cold abyss. Too much inactivity and the body will jail. Too much vivacity and the body will fail. But something is always better than nothing when lost in the ponds of the whale. All the shoulda, coulda, woulda's probably rotting in hell. Most days of my life I caught me an L, but God played a joke Mr. Miyagi would tell. Those L's with fingers pointed at spots in myself that needed to be brought back to health, cleansed and washed in as well. Cause too many days consisted of me robbing myself. Too much is given, much is required. Go got the gold, glows and grows solely under the fire. The Son of Man couldn't cut for lambs and turn Dante's Inferno into Wonderland if he didn't endure that combustible, insufferable trial. Too much talking, not enough doing, too much larking causes us ruin, too much squawking, authors confusion, too much fucking soccer and blueing. Let's grassroot a populist union, be America a phenomenal nuisance, win the minds of the chocolate humans and flee to communist Cuba right before COINTELPRO pops up to ruin us. Goose steps and Gestapo's the movement. I'd rather give too much of myself than not enough. To die with any potential still locked in us is an indictment of a life half-heartedly lived. So pardon me if I never partially give. Too many talking heads talking shit with sparkling lips. Speech without deed is just a marketing pitch. The crotchety crockeries are a comedy sketch. Moreover, I'm more over idle words than apostrophes is. To live is to suffer, but to die is to cease. I'd rather suffer than cease. Much rather struggle to breathe. Rather buckle and bleed than give up and concede. To be gnashed in the gas of nothingness teeth. Take too much of love when it's offered to take. One never knows when it will be opposite day. Much poetry prose composed is certainly good. Feel the dearth of the earth seeding the dirt in the wood. Voluble volumes verb the flumes in the burgeoning brook. But sometimes silence speaks louder than words ever could.